Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial. This is Deepak Bari, and today we are going to learn about the console port in Cisco Routers and Switches, and we are using the Cisco Packet Tracer software. So now just open the Cisco Packet Tracer software, and from here I am taking the 2811 series router and the 29502 series switch. And for this tutorial I am using this laptop, so you can use this generic PC also. For the cabling purpose, we are using the console port because the console connection. So this is the console port in the router, and you need to choose this RS232 port in your PC. As simple also in the switch, the console port, and in the laptop RS232. So the question is, what is the console port in the routers and switches? So the console port is nothing, just it's a way for connecting the devices through a cable, and it's a way of connection, or it's a way of connecting devices just like telnet, SSH or web, console and auxiliary. So console is one of them for connecting devices. So this is the direct connection between the devices by using only a cable. So there is no need to much more configure within our routers and switches for the console access. So the first time you will get the terminal or the terminal emulator for your Windows if you are using the real devices. So you need to get a terminal emulator. So in Cisco Packet Tracer software, it's already built in with this laptop or the PC. So you just go to this terminal or the desktop tab and the terminal. You just select this terminal emulator, and whatever this is seems to be, just leave it as default and click on OK button. Now you will get the CLI tab or the CLI mode of your router. So this is the CLI of your router. You can access and configure anything about which is related with the router from here, because it does not have any kind of configuration or access passwords here for the router for the purpose of console access. So we will configure in later. Now come to the point of switch. This is also the same. Just go to the desktop and go to the terminal emulator and click on the OK button. So you can access the switches CLIs also. Here also there is no password, so we need to configure and save the configuration. We will do it later things. So we can do these things here also. So just go to the global configuration mode and we need to assign and password so no one can access this console connections through this cable. So we need security on it. So just secure this console connection by providing a password on it. So now in this time we need to give this command line console 0 and then login. I want to give a password for the console authentication, so we will give the console pass. In this case you need to give a strong password. I am just using the console password there at 1234 for the experimental purposes only. So don't give this password if you are using the real devices, the Cisco iOS switches and the routers. So try to give a complex password so no one can crack or hack your password because of the security reasons. And then give this login command after that. And this is false. You don't need to give this login command before the password assigning. Before it already tells us the login disabled on line 0 because we are not setting the password first. So we need to set our password first, and after then we need to give this login command. Now exit from here And for this configuration we also need to set up an enable password or the privilege exec mode password for security purposes, so it requires, so we need to give also there enable password admin@123. Now simply exit from here and save your configuration file. I am just giving this reload command for reloading this switches iOS. After that it will ask to me the password, so we will give the password as it is required. Okay, proceed. Now in this time for the console connection it requires a password, which we need to give a console password here. So if I give the admin password, so it can't access because it requires the console password for accessing the console connection between these devices. So we need to give the console password. So after giving the console password, as you can see, I can access the Cisco switches CLI tab. So the CLI I'm just accessing, and if I give the enable, so it also requires the password of the privilege exec mode. So I'm just giving the password simply here, and it allows me to access this user exec mode from the privilege exec mode. So just like the switch configuration, we need to configure within the routers also. So simply just go to the router and the terminal tab. We can do it from the router CLI tab by going the router CLI tab also. So there is no need to going to the console access for the accessing or the configuring anything or any kind of configuration within these devices. Same configuration guys here also. So that's why we are going to the global configuration mode, and then after the line console 0 and then password. Okay, we are going to the different password here, console router @123. Now again the login command, exit from here, enable the password. Suppose we are giving the password of admin is same, and exit from here, and after then save the running configuration file. Now reload this router. Now after reloading the router, we are getting the console access, and it requires a password here also. So I'm just giving my password, and it allows me to access the user exec mode. And if I would like to go to the privilege exec mode by giving this command, so it also asks me to the privilege exec mode password. So I'm just giving the admin@123. And as you can see, it allows me to access the privilege exec mode in my router CLI. Now close all this window. So this was very small introduction, you can say, or brief look at about the console port and whatever its uses between these devices and why we are using this. And in this video we have learned the console port is one of the way for connecting and configuring devices through a cable, the console cable, the console port. So thanks for watching this video guys, and see you in the next video.